Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Thompson. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to as soon as I can. And these are for 2 episodes of The Simpsons. Miracle on Evergreen Terrace and 'Tis the 15th season. Makes sense that these two are associated with Christmas since we are in December. Huge thank you to Jack Thompson for that. And it's also nice to go back and watch The Simpsons because The Simpsons, I found out about them because there was a VHS tape of the very first episode, which was a Christmas episode. And I had that VHS tape. That's when they had Santa's Little Helper and the dog track, and they get the dog, and that's where Homer's voice sounded a bit more like Walter Matthau, that was done on purpose. And ever since then, I was a fan. And didn't have Fox when I was a kid, but my aunt would send us tapes once in a while that had Simpsons on there. And then once we finally got cable around 1996 or 7, able to watch a chunk of them on reruns. I have the first 10 or so seasons on DVD, give or take. To be fair, I haven't seen a new Simpsons episode in, like a new one, in probably 10 years, give or take. Now there's so many episodes, it just seems like a daunting task to even go through them all. I mean, it'd be interesting to go through them all, but hell, that would take years to do. But it's nice to go and watch stuff like this. And like Miracle on Evergreen Terrace, Season 9, Episode 10, I did remember this episode, and I'd always thought this was a fun one. And I would say it's the one I like more of the two here. Because the setup is, of course, like I said, Christmas. Homer and Marge go to try and save the shop. And Homer, like, there's a few laughs I got out of this. Homer parks in 3 handicap spots and then pretends to limp. Which I've seen people, not in 3 handicap spots, but I've seen people, like, they park it, then, I mean, to be fair, they may be limping, but it's like, they forget they're limping. There's a, oh shit, yeah, I gotta be limping. And he actually kind of does a smart move here. He pretends to be a cashier. Oh, this is open, and then, oh, that would be good, that'd be good. He stuffs the money in the register. Okay, it's closed, and walks away. So it was kind of interesting to see Homer do something pretty clever and get away with it. So they get their presents wrapped up under the tree, and long story short, Bart, he drinks enough water to get himself up early for Christmas so he could get down to open up his presents, be the first person there. Plays with his toy, catches the tree and the presents on fire, burns it all down accidentally. He hides the evidence. The family wonders what happened, and he comes up with a story that, oh, there was a burglar. The news finds out, the town finds out, they give them money, they buy this car, but then the car quickly gets screwed over and dumped in the ice. One thing leads to another, and Bart confesses as to what happened. Everyone finds out, they're pissed at the family, they want the money back, and then the family's trying to figure out what to do next. And they did kind of a little sweet ending by the end of it. But stuff that I took away from this, I did like when Bart's making fun of Lisa. Oh, I bet this is a sweater. Mom, tell him to stop. And Marge goes, Bart, will you put down that yellow sweater? And the way Lisa's face, she's like, that is what I got? I thought that was a funny expression. And later on, that gets brought up too. If you pay attention to Lisa, she has a... It's like the little details I do appreciate. The effort of that. When Bart, he drinks 12 cups of water to wake up early, I don't know why he uses 12 cups. Why he didn't just use the same cup over and over again like normal people. Instead, he just literally took a cup, 12 cups, and just did all 12 of them. It's like, why don't you just refill and drink from the same cup over and over again? I just to visually tell people, yep, there's 12 cups. I do like when it's the next morning and they're trying to fake out people, like pretend to be having stees, since Flanders and them are looking at him. Milhouse tells about what he got, and Homer hits him with a snowball, and Marge's like, Homer! So I thought that was funny. Homer's fuck up Milhouse with the snowball. My favorite bit, though, is when Bart finally confesses. It's actually Lisa that goes in to choke Bart. I thought that was kind of a nice change of pace. You're expecting Homer to do it, and eventually he does, but the fact that Lisa is the first to get pissed and choking him out, I thought that was kind of refreshing. It was surprising. And my favorite line is, Lisa, no, your hands are too weak. Pushes her away, and then he starts choking him. So that, I love that line. No, Lisa, your hands are too weak. I thought that was hilarious. So again, eventually the town gets found out, pissed. It was also, you do get an ode to Jeopardy. Marge tries to play on Jeopardy, but she loses. And you have the voice of Alex Trebek. Now, rest in peace to him. To me, he was Jeopardy. I know it's still around. I don't know who the host is, but like I said, without Alex Trebek, it's just not the same. At least to me, it's just not the same. So, but it was nice to hear his voice. I forgot he was in this episode, but that was fun. I like when they're chasing the family out and they get away. Trebek kind of does the thing with his mustache. I don't know why, just something about that just made me laugh. Like, touche. So it ends with the town taking all their stuff. Says, we can't get the money, we'll just take your shit. They have nothing left, and then the family just plays with this handkerchief. I do like Marge, like, stop fighting. And boy, the handkerchief's mine, yoink. And like the family's playing around, shows that they still have each other. Granted, by the next episode, how they got all their shit back, I don't know, but you're not supposed to think about that because it's a cartoon. I know. But that was a fun episode. I did quite like that one. I don't really have many problems with it, so that was a fun one. 'Tis the 15th season. Obviously from season 15. This one, I thought was pretty meh. The gist of it is that Homer does stuff that makes him, well, lo and behold, that he's a selfish guy and he's a prick and his family is pissed at him. So, for example, as a Secret Santa, he forgets, so he gives Lenny just these certs, kind of mints or whatever. One thing leads to another. He gets his baseball card from Mr. Burns, who thinks it's nothing, but it's a Joe DiMaggio card. Brings it to the comic book guy's shop. He gets a shitload of money for it. Gives money to the other kids in the family. But then he's supposed to be buying presents, but instead he buys this astrolabe, which I didn't know what the fuck that was, but it's like this, looks like a trophy, but it's like saying random facts about this person was born this day and all that stuff. He spends too much money. He doesn't buy gifts for his family. They can't afford a good tree. So of course his family's pissed at him. One then lists another, and Homer decides he needs to be unselfish and is trying to be a nice guy. Ned Flanders gets a bit jealous of it. Homer gets the idea inadvertently from Ned that, people don't like material things, huh? No, actually from Lisa. Actually, it's from Lisa. So he does listen to Lisa, just he took the wrong notes from her. Oh, Christmas, people, material things are not always what people need. So his idea is to steal everything, like just the Grinch. Just the jokes I didn't think were that funny. I mean, earlier on, he accidentally kills two birds with some lights. It was a bit fucked up. It's trying to have laughs with more of these kind of random tangent things Homer sees on TV or the family sees on TV. So instead of the California raisins done in stop motion, here's the California prunes. I think Lisa goes, "That's offensive to Christmas and prunes." I'm like, shut up, Lisa. Don't be a woke idiot, Lisa. Come on. Or Homer's watching a stop motion where I guess Jimmy Stewart's a mailman and reading stuff to kids. It's cool to see stop motion implemented. It's just, I thought the jokes were kind of there. Like, other than them being prunes instead of raisins, there's really nothing else to the joke. Same with, oh, is Jimmy Stewart, pretend to be a mailman in stop motion, but it just, that wasn't enough of a joke for me to be funny. Or he's watching, instead of Mr. Magoo, it's Mr. Madrew. So then after he tries to be more thoughtful. One I didn't mind, one, I don't know if I call it a joke, but they drive to get a tree, since Homer fucked up and getting a good tree. And the song is A Christmas Convoy, which is an ode to the old, "We are trucking convoy across the USA." Here, they changed the words to A Christmas Convoy. So I thought that was nice to hear, that little addition. Another thing that was kind of funny is Homer does something thoughtful for Marge and gives her a slice of his food. And she's like, "Oh, I was hoping for this day. A day that you would offer me food." And she's like tearing up, and then Homer kind of looks at her and goes, "Okay, now you're starting to creep me out." I thought that was kind of funny from Homer. But even like when he's stealing the stuff as the Grinch, I thought they could have done a lot more. I mean, there's kind of a funny bit where there's a kid comes out and he chloroforms the kid. But that's really all he does that you remember as the Grinch type of stealing the presents. And then the ending is just the mob is mad. Flanders says a bit of stuff. They think they see a star, but it's actually a flare. Then Homer just gives back the presents and people start singing and then it's over. I just thought kind of the ending felt kind of lazy, and the whole thing of Flanders being jealous, I thought they were going to do a lot more with that between Flanders and Homer. Like whether they're going to try to, like Flanders decides to go out and give presents to people, and then Homer wants to do something that one-ups him. But I thought this was going to be a bit more of this kind of back and forth between Homer and Flanders, where they were trying to out-thoughtful each other, and it escalates more and more and more and more. Or the stuff with the Grinch, like maybe they could have done more, where his heart grows bigger, but it's like, "Oh no, it's a heart attack," or something like that. Like, his heart grew bigger, and they call that a heart attack, folks. Like, I thought they would do something like that, like if they don't full force with the Grinch, but they don't. So I don't know. It didn't do much for me. I didn't hate it. It was just kind of there. I didn't love it either. It was very meh. I did a forgettable episode, in my opinion. That was a forgettable episode. But Miracle on Evergreen Terrace, I did quite like that. I got a few chuckles out of that, and that was a fun one. So, but even watching a meh episode of The Simpsons is still better than some of the shit I do watch, to be honest. So, even then, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just I still like The Simpsons. I still like the characters. Even though I didn't like the movie, even though I think The Simpsons should have ended a while ago, because how can I miss you if you don't go away? Simpsons has never gotten to that point where you know, a show's ends. You're stepped away from it for a while, and then you go, you know, it's actually been a while since I've seen it. Let me revisit it. Because it's always been in the back, still developing episodes. And again, there's so fucking many. Well, okay, how many episodes are there? I'm curious. How many episodes of... It has... As of December 8th, 2024, 776 episodes. It's in its 36th season. Think about that. 36. Holy shit. 776 episodes. Like, how long that would be to try to watch 776... Jesus. Even if you watch once a day, it would take you... What, 2 years? If you watch once a day, just as 306... Yeah. Well, no. Let me see. Did I add that up right? I don't know why I'm not trusting my math, but... No, it would be more than 2 years. If you watched one episode a day, it would be more than 2 years. Jesus. One episode a day, it would be over 2 years to finish watching The Simpsons. Fucking hell. But there you go. But I still... The Simpsons still has a soft part in my heart. But anyway. This was fun to do. I like doing this type of stuff. So thank you to Jack Thompson. I like revisiting and looking into The Simpsons. It's like revisiting old friends in a weird way. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.